Hello, and welcome to a very special episode of Todd Talks. When Todd Talks, people listen. Hopefully. Now, the reason this is a very special episode of Todd Talk is because we're doing a little something different. Because usually I spend these episodes either previewing or reviewing a death battle, which is why I'm wearing this shirt. But today, I'm going to be talking to you and hopefully to the people of Death Battle about a death battle that I not only want, I've semi-written, and I have a very special thing for you to hear at the end of this video. So please stay tuned. Okay, this is something special. So all of us Death Battle fans have matchup requests that we all want to see happen, and Death Battle has done a very good job over the years of trying to do them or find ones that are close to them so that we can all be happy. Well, the one that I've had in my head for a very long time is Sly Cooper versus Rocket Raccoon. And oh wait, do you hear that? Do you hear that? That's the sound of you people, yes, you people, saying that's a stupid matchup. Is it though? I'll explain. Just give me a sec, all right? Because this matchup to me is honestly very cool. And it's a matchup that's not because of the very obvious reason that they're both raccoons. Does it help? Yes, it helps that they're both raccoons. But the honest reason of why I want this matchup is because I see this as a battle of specialists. What do I mean by that? Well, both Sly and Rocket have a lot of really cool similarities. For example, they are both associated with teams. Sly has the Cooper Gang, and Rocket is a part of the Guardians of the Galaxy more times than not. And not unlike a really good team, they each have their own specialities, abilities, and so on and so forth. Sly and Rocket are specialists in their field. Sly is the Master Thief, and Rocket is the heavy weapons and explosions expert. And they use those abilities in the field. And I think that's something really cool because they're very different specialities. You see them going up against each other all the time. So the question is, which of these specialists is better? Now, to get the elephant out of the room, all right? Yes, Rocket has very futuristic, very space age technology that we've seen in the movies and the cartoons, and of course Marvel vs. Capcom and the comics. But here's the thing. Sly and the entire Cooper family, remember he's the latest descendant of a long line of master thieves. They built their lives around beating people like Rocket. All right, and in fact, in the very first Sly Cooper game, he went up against a gun-toting maniac called Mugshot. All right, not to mention a voodoo crocodile, a metal owl who reconstructed his body just so he could kill the Cooper clan, and so on. And my personal favorite, the literal Kung Fu Panda. Yes, it was Kung Fu Panda before Kung Fu Panda. You're welcome. And fast forward through all the other games, he's faced tigers that can wield lightning, a bison with an axe that can cut through steel with ease, the metal owl again. He's traveled through time. He's been crushed by a chimera dinosaur thing and survived. He's been mentally tortured and got through it, and so on and so forth. Sly is built to be a really enduring character. And of course, Rocket has faced infinite amount of foes with his time with the Avengers and the Guardians of the Galaxy and so on and so forth. So I feel that this is actually a much closer matchup than you're realizing, especially since Sly, with his own ThiefNet tech, which would be included in this death battle, and his powers that he got from his family via Thieves in Time, which would be included in the death battle, would give Rocket some problems, not the least of which is a costume he wears where he can literally stop time. Like, and not, oh, pause time, and, he can just react to things and can't interact with stuff. No, he can stop time, everything stops around him, and then he can attack people. And he also has thief reflexes, where he can actually react Matrix style to things like bullets and dodge around them. So it's a little more complicated than you might think. Now, I'm not saying Sly would win, But I honestly hate it when I see people, including a certain Chad James, saying that this wouldn't really be a good matchup. It is. It's really something special. And being the writer that I am, I decided to write out beat for beat the actual fight, and I think it would look pretty intense. This would be a 3D fight. It would be set in a Earth base that's guarded by Rocket. Sly is trying to steal an Infinity Stone because why not? And the battle continue. The battle ensues from there, and it's a really fun fight in my mind. I would love to animate it, but I cannot. However, and this is the surprise, I did go and do something to further cement my claim to this fight and this fight being really cool. Brandon Yates, who is one of the major music makers for Death Battle, you might have seen him on the recent Death Battle cast. He opened up his, what do you want to call it, music roster, music lineup, if you will, to fans like me. And if we wanted to, we could contact him and he would make a song for us. I contacted him and he made a very epic track for Rocket versus Sly Cooper. And so to Death Battle, I want to say I'm available as a writer. I would love to work with you in general, but especially on this fight. I have the whole fight written out. Brandon actually looked at it and tried to match the song to the beats I made, and the song is freaking epic. So, to Death Battle, I hope you'll consider this fight. I hope you'll consider me to come working for you. I have lots of writing experience, including making comics and novels and writing for various websites. And if I had to start out as a researcher or whatever, then that's what I'll do. But for you who want to see and maybe even visualize my idea of what this battle could be between Rocket Raccoon and Sly Cooper, I present to you the track created by Brandon Yates himself, A Tale of Ringtails. Enjoy.